So, okay, I'm continuing with the topic of marketing strategy. Okay, so I gave you 4 steps. Number 1 is define your target audience, decide the engaging content that your target audience is interested in consuming, decide the channels of distribution for reaching this target audience, and define how you will interact with your audience and engage with your audience in real time. The need to identify your target audience, we are becoming very scientific at All Maxos Digital. This whole process is scientific, okay? There are techniques that we use. There are tools out there that can be used to define your decide and in research and figure out who your target audience is. Like I said, some companies conduct this research over like a year and a half, or 2 years. They take their time and they conduct this research. They refine it to make sure that they remove all the unnecessary traffic around, and they zero in on who really is their target audience, and they conduct research using important tools to determine the content that is relevant and that your target audience wants to consume. Again, you have to understand that your audience is shifting. Okay, the attention span of the average person out there is probably 3 seconds. So if your content is not able to grab their attention in 3 seconds, they are gone. Okay, so you may need time to be able to sort out this shifting audience. How do you then figure out who they are? Okay, browser cookies are some of the techniques that are being used today, but you have to figure out what their tastes are. You have to be able to figure out what their favorite colors are. What do they like to eat? What do they, depending on your industry, you know, what books do they read? What movies do they watch? How do they spend their money? Okay, how long do they stay online? You know, we have tools today that can educate us, inform us of audience behavior. And then talking about the audience, we also need to know who are the influencers that your audience loves to listen to, okay, and what these influencers are talking about. And these people should be able to talk about your brand and spread the message of your brand, because these are the people that your audience is listening to. Okay, so content, okay, content is king, and you've heard about that. It is estimated that about 25 to 50% of your content is not used. You need to know what to do with that, okay? The content that they are interested in, and so you can refine and you can maximize your content marketing strategy. And we do that by looking at data, real life data, and it can help us to understand this. We run tests. Okay, we run A/B tests. We conduct a lot of research using many techniques, and so that's why, you know, hiring a big company like Maxos Digital that is well prepared and got the team and the skills and the abilities and the tools to be, and the knowledge, the expertise to be able to do all these things. It can take time, but we bring our experience to help you figure out the content that's relevant to your audience. And then we talk about the channels, okay? You know, this is not just as simple as you hear it, you know. You need to know, you know, before people, we used to just create content and throw it out there and wait and see. That is not working anymore. You have to be scientific about it. You have to watch, you know, are they watching videos? How long do they watch the videos? And what do they do when they watch the videos? On what channel are they watching the videos? You know, and this is how we now find out what the relevant content for our audience is by conducting this research, by observing, by collecting data, by scientifically analyzing data, so that we can make decisions for our clients that will help our clients improve their return on investment or ROI. We have to figure out the platform that they use based on the message that they are consuming and what is their preferred channel for consuming this type of message. And definitely, people are not just on one channel, and they don't just consume one type of and so because of all this multitude of data available, you have to know what metrics to collect, you have to know how to collect it, you have to know how to analyze it, you have to know how to conduct that research. Again, this may sound as if this is for big business, but let me tell you, you can only improve what you can measure, and we at On-Maxos Digital, all this may sound as if it's very expensive, but if you allow us to help you, we're going to be able to work with you closely and define the right data that needs to be collected and define the right method to measure these key performance indicators, these metrics that tell the story, that inform you, that give you the knowledge that you need. And the tools are out there. At On-Maxos Digital, like I said, we have an interactive dashboard that helps us achieve this, and we have a team behind the scenes. We use artificial intelligence, but we also have human involvement because we're not leaving it all to the machines. But artificial intelligence helps us scale all these activities, all this research, all this data gathering. We are able, we're not just collecting data just for information. We're collecting data with a specific purpose based on your goals and your strategy. Both business goal, business strategy, marketing goals, marketing strategy. Stay tuned.